What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to F1 2021 Breaking Point Part 8. And in the last episode, we were racing in the Mexican Grand Prix, and we needed to finish strong in that race in order to finish in the top 5 in the team's constructors standing. And unfortunately, for the second straight time, we ended up colliding with our teammate Casper, and we both ended up not finishing in the race. And then our boss was very upset at both of us, and he said that if keep this up and we'll both be fired. And now we are now in the next season, so pretty much I believe that we are starting new. Like the 2020 season is over, so now we're in the 2021 season. So now we are no longer called Racing Point. We are now Aston Martin. So without wasting any more time, let's hop into this episode, and I hope you guys enjoy. It's 2021, a new season, and possibly a fresh start for Casper Ackerman and Racing Point. Following the unceremonious end to the team's chances in the 2020 season, both drivers and team are looking to deliver a strong start at the season opener in Melbourne. Australian Grand Prix Qualifying 3.
Here we are then, another season of Formula One racing is upon us. Some teams confident following pre-season, whilst others still looking for answers. Let's see what the future holds for them as qualifying gets underway here in Melbourne. So, Aiden Jackson in 9th, but Aston Martin still hopeful the youngster can secure a decent position. Let's see how he gets on here. Teammate Casper Ackerman didn't make it through to Q3, narrowly missing out by just
13 milliseconds. You did all you could. If I went out second today, I would have those 13 milliseconds back, no problem. Why do they keep sending me out first?
11th isn't the end of the world, Casper. You'll make those places back.
Yeah, for sure. But I shouldn't have to.
Alright, before we go to the race, we got a call from Zoe.
Zoe, hey.
Morning, Daddy.
Lily, you know it's not morning where Daddy is, right?
Mummy says you're on the other side of the world.
That's right. Daddy is in Australia. I'm upside down.
Then why don't the cars fall off?
Mommy can explain that. Can I speak to her?
Don't fall off, Daddy.
I won't, Lily. Promise.
Hey, qualifying not so good, huh?
They sent me out first.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, some of your best races were coming from midfield.
Yeah?
Yeah. Besides, I thought you loved a challenge. Lils, off the table. Now. It's breakfast time. I should go.
Sure.
You'll be great. You always are. Love ya.
Love you too.
Okay, so now I don't think we're playing as Aiden Jackson. I think we're now playing as Casper Ackerman. So I'm okay with that. Alright, so let's hop into the race. With tensions from last year looking set to continue into the season, Casper Ackerman pushes onwards during the inaugural race of the 2021 championship. Australian Grand Prix MidRace.
Something's not right.
Understood, Casper. We're on it.
It's the gearbox. I lost a gear.
Push on, Casper. We're assessing. Just push on best you can.
I'll try.
Oh wow. Okay, so it says finish the race while managing the fault. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so as you see, the gearbox is
Okay, bad news on the gearbox. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best. That's all we can ask.
Okay, so pretty much there's something wrong with the gearbox. They're trying, but they're not really sure how to fix it. So now when the gearbox is not working, like we go through the shifts and like it skips like through the shifts, so it doesn't go from like 6 to 7 to 8. It just goes from 6 to 8, and like we end up like losing speed on that. And so now we just have to see where we can end up in the standings in the Australian Grand Prix. Oh my gosh. But I feel like we can do good. The gearbox, I wouldn't really say like it's gonna be like a problem, because I know I can catch up to these guys. But this is fine. This is a challenge. We can do this.
Okay, the gap behind is 1.7 seconds.
Hope you guys are enjoying this series thus far.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, gotta get past. See, when it skips gears, it's like slow. We're still slow, but then it slowly goes.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
It slowly goes fast, but that's what happens when there's a problem with the gearbox. Okay, so there's Aiden. Hopefully this season we don't end up colliding with each other. You know, hopefully we can have like a fresh new start and these two can finally get along, you know. The Mexican Grand Prix was just pretty much a disaster. Collisions again, tensions. Hopefully this season it's good. But I like the switch that they did where they went from Aiden, now we're Casper Ackerman. We get to see both.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.1 seconds.
We get to see both from their point of view, and hopefully this chapter before the end of the story is good. Hopefully we get a good ending. And hopefully that these two finally get along. Okay, so we're in P8. Two laps left.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I believe we can catch up to these guys before the before the race ends. Or maybe just probably get past Daniel.
This is your final lap of the race.
Alright, final lap. We're chasing Leclerc. Hopefully maybe we can get past Daniel Ricciardo as well. Yeah, you see, like, despite the gearbox causing us problems, we're pretty much catching up with the rest. No. Alright, we got past Leclerc. I don't think we're gonna get past Daniel. We took too long. Alright, so Max Verstappen wins the Australian Grand Prix. And we are gonna finish in 7th, but that's okay.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Well, what's happened there to Casper Ackermann? Still managed to finish, but that's got to be frustrating, Ant.
Yeah, looks like maybe it was a gearbox fault, which is always a blow for the driver. Ackermann won't be happy, but I'd say he's done very well in the circumstances.
Well, this isn't the start he would have wanted after last season. Let's hope things pick up for him. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it. So, not a great race out there for you today, Casper. Can you talk us through what happened?
Clearly an issue with the gearbox, obviously.
Well, it was clearly an issue with the gearbox. Not a great place to be as a driver, but we'll work on it, I'm sure.
Well, despite obvious vehicle difficulty, you still managed to finish. How hard is it to bring it over the line when facing such issues?
Well, this is where experience comes in. You just have to switch off. Be mindful, but try and ignore what is going on around you. To concentrate only on the problem at hand, and hope for the best.
Yep.
While it's an unfortunate start to this season, last season was muddied by a tense relationship with your teammate. How are things now with you and Aiden?
That was
last season.
It's no secret that Aiden and I had a few run-ins. But that's the risk when you put two drivers together for the first time. I don't like to look back, only forward. I'm sure he's learned a lot, and we'll see what happens this season.
Yeah, pretty much.
Appreciate your time.
We don't look back, we look forward. That's all that matters. So much for a fresh start. Mechanical issues hamstring Ackerman at the Australian Grand Prix as his bad luck from the previous season continues. Alright guys, that's gonna pretty much do it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching.